10 ways to lose weight when diets don't work. According to a 2010 study conducted by a group of scientists from the leading universities in the US, only 20% of people manage to lose excess weight effectively. The plateau effect is to blame. This is when, after an insignificant weight loss, the process stops despite your best efforts. Before you learn how to overcome this problem, click the subscription button and ring the notification bell to join us on the bright side of life. 10. Take up resistance training. You may have heard that resistance training is less effective for weight loss than cardio training, but that's not exactly true if we talk about a long-term process. As soon as you start to lose weight in earnest, your metabolic rate slows down. Paradoxically, the more weight you shed, the fewer calories you'll burn. Resistance training speeds up your metabolic rate and prevents your body from entering energy-saving mode. One more benefit of resistance training is that it retains muscle mass, which positively influences the number of calories you burn in a day. The most effective method is to combine resistance training and eating protein after your workout. 9. Change the caloric value of your food throughout the week. When you're dieting, your body gets used to the reduced amount of food you allow yourself to eat. As a result, it cuts down on your energy expenditure. Let's have a look at this vicious circle. Your body adapts to new conditions, but at the same time, it doesn't want to get rid of its fat storage, saving it for a rainy day. You start to despair and cut down on calories even more. Your body is sure that hard times have arrived and stops burning calories altogether. But there's a way to deceive your body. You can apply calorie cycling. Choose 2 days a week on which you'll consume no more than 1,000 or 1,200 calories and eat the bare minimum of carbs. On the other days, you can allow yourself 1,500 calories. Remember that this is an approximate number. A recommended calorie intake depends on many factors: age, gender, health conditions, and so on. If you use calorie cycling, your metabolic rate won't slow down. On the contrary, it will create the calorie deficit that's necessary for losing excess weight. 8. Distinguish a real weight loss plateau from an imaginary one. When you start dieting, your body loses excess water during the first days. As a result, your scales display some really pleasing numbers. But then the process seems to stop. In fact, it just significantly slows down. But people believe that they've hit a weight loss plateau, they lose enthusiasm and call off their diet. In truth, a healthy weight loss process cannot be fast. By using physical training or a special diet meal plan, you need to create a serious deficit of calories, and this takes time. Thus, arm yourself with patience and try to avoid stepping on your scales more often than once a week. 7. Increase the amount of proteins and vegetables you consume. To speed up your weight loss process, you can also cut back on carbohydrates and increase your protein intake. Low-carb diets are highly effective if you want to get rid of excess weight. They make you feel full and reduce hunger. Plus, they make your body produce ketones, organic compounds famous for decreasing appetite. But if you consume a lot of carbs, they provoke insulin spikes. These spikes make you feel much hungrier and encourage your body to store fat. That's why you should try to replace products rich in carbs with foods that contain more protein. Protein boosts your metabolic rate, and it also prevents your body from losing muscle mass, which often occurs during weight loss. 6. Alternate different sets of exercises. The thousands of years that people have spent attempting to survive have taught your body one simple thing: to save its energy resources. Just like with food, your body gets used to your training regimen, So after several weeks of similar exercises, your progress will come to naught. There's only one way to solve this problem. Try to change your training program once a month. Alternate yoga with Pilates, Pilates with step aerobics, and step aerobics with resistance training. 5. Occasionally spoil yourself with tasty food. Your neuronal connections should be functioning correctly if you want to resist the temptation to eat. But when a person has been dieting for a long time, their brain starts to send them powerful urges to munch on something tasty. As a result, you start to believe that a cookie or a bar of chocolate can bring you much more pleasure than it actually will. This fact makes nutritionists insist on including modest portions of forbidden foods in your diet. When you occasionally spoil yourself with small amounts of your favorite foods, you prevent the massive breakdowns that sabotage your weight loss journey. 4. Remember to reevaluate your calorie consumption. The number of calories you need to support or decrease your weight depends not only on your physical activity, but on your body mass as well. If an overweight person consumes 2,000 calories a day, they will get slimmer. But if the same number of calories is eaten by a skinny person, they will effectively gain weight. This means that you need to reevaluate your calorie intake after every 11 pounds you lose. This is crucial for further weight loss. 3. Make sure you sleep enough. Sleep is super important not only for your mental, physical, and emotional health, but also for effective weight loss. When you don't get enough sleep, your metabolic rate drops. In addition, your hormone levels change, which leads to increased appetite and its resulting fat storage. Your main task is to create all the conditions necessary for quality sleep. Your night rest shouldn't be shorter than 7 to 8 hours. 2. Count your calories. According to researchers, people who are trying to lose weight on their own, without the professional help of a nutritionist, stopped controlling their diet after several weeks. They sincerely believed that they were continuing to eat as they had been. As a result, they not only failed to lose excess weight, but even gained extra pounds. People tend to underestimate the amount and caloric value of the food they consume. This was proved by a study conducted in 1992 by researchers from Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons, New York. The obese people who participated in the study stated that they consumed 1,200 calories a day. But a scrupulous analysis of what they ate during a 2-week period showed that they actually consumed twice as many calories. If you manage to count the number of calories and macronutrients, fat, carbs, and protein you consume every day, you'll get precise information about your intake. This data will help you modify your diet if needed. Besides, the very act of recording exactly what you eat and in what quantities can motivate you and encourage your weight loss process. 1. Consider the peculiarities of your body. Remember that when you're trying to get rid of excess weight, you shouldn't rely solely on your scales to inform you about your progress. First of all, the human body has the ability to retain water. This happens when you drink a lot and consume a lot of salty products, alcohol, and even dairy products. Secondly, your primary purpose is not weight loss, but fat loss. If you have regular physical workouts, your muscles are growing. You should take into consideration that muscle tissue is heavier and denser than fat, but at the same time, it occupies less space in your body. If your scales show the same result every time you step on them, even after several weeks of hard training, try a tape measure. The chances are high that you've been building muscle and losing fat all this time. Also, check how your clothes fit. Loose jeans will be the perfect motivation to proceed with your efforts. Have you ever experienced a weight loss plateau? Write about it in the comments section below. Remember to give us a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and join us on the bright side of life.